are you, Coach Smith?
Well, yourself.
Thank you. I'm doing amazing. With a strong 3-1 start in SWAC play, how do you gauge the team's momentum going forward?
Yeah, we're off to a very, very good start. Really excited about that. This is kind of what we expected. Obviously, went through a very difficult non-conference, but thought we had a group of young men that could really do well once the conference started. So we felt like we should be 4-0. I don't want to be greedy and selfish, but we felt like we kind of let one slip against Southern because we just weren't tough down the stretch. But we'll settle for 3-1 as we move forward. We feel like if we can get Nick Anderson back, who's been out for the past 4 games, that'll make a huge difference because before he went out with the foot
Right.
injury, he was by far our best player.
Right. And then facing Jackson State on Saturday, how are you preparing to counter their strengths, especially considering their recent performances?
Well, obviously, they've got rich tradition down there. Football, basketball, women's basketball has done a great job in the last 5 or 6 years. Ashley Robinson, the athletic director, is doing a great job, as well as their head coach Mo Williams. Jackson's big. Obviously, we have to offset their size. We'll probably be a little bit bigger than we have been this year in terms of our starting lineup to try to offset that. It'll be a street fight every time we play. Every game in the conference is always difficult. So, and we're always gonna get everybody's best shot. So we'll try to be bigger. We will try to obviously put pressure on their guards. I think our defense is pretty solid right now. Keep them out of the paint, and we have to do a great job on the boards. If they beat us on the boards, it'll be very, very difficult for us to win. So we have to try our best to control the rebounding game. And if we do that, I think our chance will be pretty good.
Perfect. And then can you highlight any players who have stepped up recently and made significant contributions to your team's performance?
I'd like to say everyone. I'm all about team. But if you look at sheer, statistics, obviously Tanaj Petway, who's been the SWAC Player of the Week 2 out of the last 3 weeks. He's really playing well right now. 23 points against Mississippi Valley, 33 against Arkansas Pine Bluff. So from a statistical standpoint, Tanaj Petaway, I would say JP Ricks is very underrated, our point guard. You won't see him doing a lot in the stats in terms of the points and rebounds and assists, but his attention to detail, his defense, running the team, being unselfish, putting the team before his individual interest, he's been huge. And I would say, as a sleeper, Elijah Terry, right, who's kind of come on as of late, didn't get a lot of playing time in the non-conference, but he has really stepped his game up, doing a really, really good job on the boards, having 11 rebounds against Arkansas Pine Bluff. So I'd say those three have really, really stepped up and really doing a nice job right now for the Panthers.
Yes, and I would agree with you. I was watching your teams on the court during our broadcast. I would agree that those 3 players are crucial to your team, as well as just your team in general. You have a really nice team. And then with your extensive coaching experience, how do you keep the team focused and motivated during critical phases of the season, such as your non-conference and then your opening of SWAC?
I would say discipline. I'm a stickler for culture. I don't change much. I stay light-skinned. I stay bald. Coach will tell you I eat salad probably 3-4 times a day. It's just the culture that we've created. We're going to hold these guys accountable. We're not going to baby them. We're going to tell them the truth, not what they want to hear, but what they need to hear. We're always going to be about defense. We're always going to be about effort. We're always going to be about team. So as a coach, if you're not a wavering person, a wavering coach, normally you can get these guys to buy in. First of all, believe in the coach yourself, which they've done that. So I may bend a little bit, but I don't break. And we make sure that they are culture keepers each and every day, hold them accountable, and they've done that. Really proud of the group. Got a long way to go, but really optimistic about how far this team can go this season.
Right. And then can you speak on your optimism a little bit more? Looking ahead, what are your goals for the team as you navigate through the rest of the conference schedule?
I'm a very optimistic person. Obviously, God-fearing, put God ahead of everything. He's ahead of my life, ahead of all of our lives, if we're smart. I think this team can put together a nice run. I mean, we've been down a little bit the last couple of years after we've had an enormous amount of success, years back. So, but this is the first team we've had in the past probably 3 seasons that can actually make a run to be a top 2 or 3 team in the conference with a chance to win the conference outright. But obviously, once we get into the postseason, I think we can do some really, really good things. So, again, it's just about being the same each and every day, not changing. Keeping the team first, not letting individual stats and things like that start to become paramount and put that ahead of the team. I think that this team can make a nice run in this 24-25 season.
Perfect. And then how important to you is fan support at these upcoming home games, and what message do you have for the Panther Nation?
Well, I would like to say to kind of go in reverse. In the past, I think our fan support's been great. Really appreciate Panther Nation for coming out supporting us. The students have shown a lot of support. When we walk around campus, they're always so complimentary. And Coach, I'll be at the game tonight. Good job, this and that. I think it could pick up a little bit now. I mean, it's been a little bit down, but I think it's all about the product. I think once they kind of, see that, right now we're in a solid spot and 3-1, we're hoping to improve that on this weekend. And if you have a good product, I think the fans will come. They're always welcome. And obviously, being a student in college is very difficult with study time and things like that. Prioritizing your time, I think, is important. And then maybe we can get a little bit of an early start to our games. Those 8:30, 8:45 games, sometimes we've had in the past, making it a bit tough on the students. So maybe we can move it up a little bit. And I think of the Monday night games with the women playing, single nights and Thursday, Saturday, I think that'll give us an opportunity maybe to start a little bit early, and students can probably get out and catch those Monday games. So definitely encourage them to do so, because they're like the sixth man. They really help our team out a lot when they show up and they shout for us.
Yes, I agree. Thank you so much for taking the time to sit with us here on the Set with Panther Vision. Panther fans, make sure you guys come out Saturday, January 18th, 4:30 p.m. to see our Panthers against Jackson State. Thank you so much.